It's my great pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Joe Wei. Joe Wei is a curator and researcher, and is also the founder of Pen BioArt Studio. Wei is a researcher of art, science, and technology in the Central Academy of Fine Arts. Her recent research interests include bioart, AI art, and eco art, and the history of AST. Among the list of her many curations are bamboo as method, quasi-nature, bioart, borderline, laboratory, art electronica in Shenzhen. She is also an international advisor for European Commission START Prize, and also a member of International Program Committee of ICEA. So today's topic is synthetic fantasy, recent projects on biomedia art in China. So the floor is yours, Joe.
Yeah, thanks. Good afternoon and good morning. And it's my honor to talk here in this conference. And thanks for the invitation from Professor Zhang Kang and also all the organizers' work. And as mentioned, my name is Joe Wei, and I'm a researcher, curator, and also teacher in Central Academy of Fine Arts, and now based in Beijing. So my topic today is synthetic fantasy. And I will divide this talk into two parts. The first part will introduce synthetic biology as a tool in the context of art and technology, and also how this tool can realize electric dreams. And the second part will briefly introduce my work in China recently. So we should begin with our topic of this conference. So yeah, what are the dreams, and what are we now, and what the possible futures are open to us. So this is a topic we all deal with today, and then will bring us to the background of our time. So I think the area we now work in, we can call it media arts or computational media and arts, or art, science, technology, whatever it is. I think in the last century, this area mainly include digital art. So it's like we have terms like computer art, interactive arts, software art, and even like net art. It's like vintage work term. But I think when we step into new century, now we have two pathways. One is immaterialization. So we still like work in the digital world, but we have more advanced technologies such as XR, and we have AI, and we also have like NFT, several new words. But another important pathway is rematerialization, that we have to face the new condition of our world. As we can see now, the recent climate crisis in the world, like the super high temperature in China, and also the drought in Europe, and also a lot of problems. So that's why we now talk about eco arts and like bio arts. We need to face the reality of the world today with the technology. And also we have like space art, because now you know China has like booming in the astronomy recently, and also new material. So that's I think the background that we talk about the electric dreams. So in one way, we need to we can witness the booming of new technology, especially digital technology. But in another way, we need to face the real world, the physical world again. I think the two speakers later, Tristan and Dragon, will also talk about this, like the combination of these two pathways. And now we let's move to the topic more exclusively. That is the area that I work. I can call it bioarts. And now I think in China or in the world internationally, people are talk about bioart more and more often. I think that's we have that reason, because the booming of biotechnology promote the booming of bioarts. And we can see I can briefly introduce the development of biology as a scientific subject. Like before 1900, there's not biology as a scientific subject exists. It's not until like genetics initiated, we call it a scientific subject. And the next important point in this subject is 1953, the discovery of DNA helix, and we can call it the shift of a paradigm, and it changed the way we see the life itself. And then the next important point is, I think, 2000. At that time, synthetic biology, or we call it contemporary synthetic biology, appeared. And then later, 12 years later, CRISPR-Cas9, the gene editing technology, as a very powerful tool to the molecular biology, and helped I think scientists and artists, both scientists and artists, to that we can develop this subject like more efficiently. That's I think the background of why we talk about bioart recently. And synthetic biology is, I think, is one of the youngest branches of the biology. And interestingly, we use synthetic biology equals to BT and IT. And here the most important element is gene. Like it's a combination of digital world and the physical world. Because in the digital world, it's just a code, like any code in the computer. So I mean, in the world of bioinformatics, it's just thousands of letters. But actually, gene can transfer into like a biomaterial in the physical world. That's why I think bioart can realize electric dreams. And also, I think it's more important to introduce some detailed works to the audience. How, I mean, synthetic biology be used as a artistic tool. And here I introduce one of the exhibitions I co-curated in 2019. I think many of you might know Ars Electronica. It's one of the most important media festivals in the world. And in 2019, it was a 40-year anniversary of Ars Electronica. So I curated a show to celebrate its like 40-year birthday, and it included a document show and also how to say artwork show. So one of the artwork using synthetic biology is called Human and Shark, and created by a Japanese artist. And I will play the video. Maybe you can have a brief, how to say. So I just give a brief introduction that the Japanese artist just, he used synthetic biology to analyze the communication system of sharks, and then synthesized a hormone that mimics the female shark, and then applied to human being and to enhance the communication between like human and non-human. So this is one of the artworks I present here. And another one is called Resurrecting the Sublime. And also this artist, how to say, creates already extinct plants to mimic its smell. So we can have this artificial nature again. Just
Lava fields on the southern slopes of Mount Haleakala, the island of Maui, Hawaii, the turn of the 20th century. The forests are being lost to colonial cattle farming. One tree will be lost forever. The Hibiscadelphus walderianus. The Hawaiians called it Maui Hau Kuahihi, the mountain hibiscus. By 1912, it will be extinct. The habitat lost, the plant lost, the relationship between the two lost. Could we ever regain a glimpse of what was lost? A few years ago, a small group of synthetic biologists at Ginkgo Bioworks, a bioengineering company in Boston, set out to resurrect the smell. Christina Agapakis, Ginkgo's creative director, went to the Harvard University Herbarium in 2016, where over 5 million specimens are stored. Searching the collections for extinct plants with her colleague Dawn Thompson, they found 2 would
Have we lost the sound? Yeah, we apologize. Somehow we lost her sound.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, perhaps I just stop the video and then carry on because the Wi-Fi is not so good. And yeah, maybe we move on. We can search for these videos online later. So yeah, I just want to give 2 examples of how synthetic biology can influence art world. And then maybe let's move to the second stages that my recent works on bioart in China. And maybe people, the first time to know bioart want to, have the definition, and we can have this definition from one of the most important bioartists, Eduardo Katz, in this book, that it is a new direction.
Yeah, you're still sharing screen. We don't
Yes.
see your screen.
Oh. Can you hear? Yeah. Okay. So can you see the screen? Okay.
Yes.
Oh. So yeah, bioarts is like we can see the terms here. It's just a brief introduction. And as a curator, I curated a show called Quasi Nature, and it was in Beijing in 2019. And yeah, this exhibition is the first one that systematically introduced the term bioart to China, and it has includes 3 parts. I will not give a very detailed introduction here, just a quick view that some important bioartists here, and Aaron Katz and Mata, yeah, some of the works we can have a later lecture later. And also, yeah, since here we are in a conference of a university, so maybe I can also give a very short introduction of my teaching in bioarts. Yeah, it has several parts. Yeah, CAFA is in Beijing, China Central Academy of Fine Arts. Yeah, it is one of the bad art schools in China. And yeah, we have several workshops on this art, science, and technology direction. One, I led it in the Chinese Academy of Sciences. This is a national institute of science in China. And this one we worked with Eduardo Katz. And then we have another one in the Microbiology Institute of Katz. And then in 2019, we have one gene editing workshop in the Peking University. So basically, we work with the most professional scientific institute in China to realize these bioart workshops. And this is the one in CAS. We have 12 students went to the institute and do something. And also the microbiology one, art and microbiology, also in CAS. Oh, this is the one about the bioethics debates, and I invited 6 scholars to talk about the editable future, different perspectives of gene editing. I think it's not only about gene editing, but also more broadly about technology. How technology involved with art will face ethical problems. So we have a philosopher, we have a scientist, we have artists, and also policymaker to talk about it together. And this book will be published, I think, this year later by the Peking University Press. And also we have a workshop on the gene editing. And this is about long time course, and bioarts, also art and neuroscience, which I think I had a presentation earlier in here, and also art and ecology. It's like from electronical turn to ecological turn. This is important topic in our area. And also conference, like our conference, we have one in CAFA called East Education, Art, Science, and Technology. And yeah, we have several experts from different areas of AST to talk together. And also like CATS give a single talk. And also more broadly, we also have like cooperate with other university like Chicago University, Beijing Center. We have a talk on art, Chinese medicine, and techniques. This is also a very interesting topics. And I will not introduce all of this topic today, just to give a brief introduction of what we are doing. And yeah. And lastly, I will introduce the book I'm now translating, because I'm also a translator. So this is about synthetic aesthetics. It's a book about how like synthetic biology and art and also like STS or science can work together. It's a very interesting book. And of course it has English version, and I will translate it into Chinese. Yeah, so this is also part of my work. So I think we have like 5 minutes left. So thank you. And yeah, also congratulations on the launch of this new CMA. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Joe, for your interesting talk. Okay, thank you. So maybe we can take a couple of questions from the audience. So any questions? So let me see whether I can see it on the chat. Or if we don't see questions, we may yeah, we may move on, maybe because at the end, we are going to have a 1.5 half-hour panel session. Okay, there's a question. So the question says, the artwork about shark phenomena that you presented seems very similar to a science research project. And as the interests of artists and the scientists start to overlap, can you comment on the difference in the approach used by artists and the scientists? Yeah, very interesting question.
Yeah, I think it's very important question, because this question was brought up times and times, because I think one of the best example is the GFB bunny I'm not mentioned here. It's like a rabbit, like modified by scientists into like GMO rabbits, and someone consider it as a experiment, but it is very important bio artwork in the maybe art history, because it's not just only organism, a rabbit, but also how to say, many steps later, like social intervention, and also a video, and a lot of like context. I mean, a lot of like how to say, steps in the context of art. So it's quite complicated, but it's a very good question. We can discuss it by times and times. yeah, maybe we can talk about it in the panel because it's a very big question. Yeah. Mm.
Any other question? We can handle one more question if there is any. Okay.